Hello, my dear family members. Welcome to the Kavach family. So, today the hot topic is the extension of lockdown. So, as you know, lockdown has been extended from 4th May, another 2 weeks. So, that's going up to 17th of May, by the way. That is the Sunday. So, what is the impact of this extension? Obviously, there are huge economic impacts, but yes, there have been certain relaxations. But these relaxations are not an umbrella relaxation, in the sense it's not applicable to every industry and everyone. So, for this purpose, the concept of zones has been introduced, that is the red zone, orange zone, and the green zone. So, today, this video is specifically to give you clarity on how these zones are and what are these zones, okay, how to understand this, because I have seen that there has been a lot of confusion regarding understanding of these zones. Very simple. Now, according to the Ministry of Home Affairs, central government, they have clear cut laid down certain mandates, guidelines of establishing green, orange and red zones. So let us look at the legality first. What is it? Now let us understand what is a green zone first, because green zone has been very clearly defined. Now first we need to understand whether a green, red or orange zone. A zone is basically a district, okay? So the first confusion which people have is, my colony is falling under green zone, the next colony or the next area in my city is falling in a red zone. No, the zones are district level, not colony level. Yes, state governments have given a separate colony level, red, green and orange zones, but it is the central government directive which we need to follow. State government can bifurcate, not an issue. But according to the central government, understand that zones are at either a district level or a municipal corporation level. For example, Bangalore is a municipal corporation. So the whole of Bangalore is one zone according to the central government. Similarly, Delhi is a municipal corporation. So the whole of Delhi is just one zone. So don't try to break Delhi into further colonies and each colony is red or green. Yes, that the state government will be doing. But the restrictions imposed on people's movements on the lockdown and businesses on the lockdown is according to the central government, not as per state governments. So let us understand the central government scheme of definitions. So when we are looking at a green zone, okay, what is a green zone? Green zone means there should not be a single coronavirus case at all there. Or suppose there have been cases, at least in the last 21 days, there are 0 new cases, which means in the last 21 days, no new person has become victim to coronavirus. We are not looking at coronavirus deaths, okay? We are looking at infected cases only. So there should not have been a new infection case, not even a single case in the last 21 days. Such kind of districts or municipal corporations will be called green zones. So I hope you got an idea what a green zone is. Now the question is then, what is a red zone? Red zone has a different name. Government is calling it red hot spot. So because these are the highly infectious areas. Are there any rules for red zone? We do not know. The Ministry of Home Affairs has not set any rules, but what it said is every week it will give a list of red zones. So on what basis they are giving the list, which cities or which districts or which municipal corporations fall under the red zone, that is totally up to the central government to decide. Same way is with orange zone. So orange zone is defined as something which is neither green nor red. So green is clear, that is no cases or no new cases in the last 21 days. Red is decided by the government. Orange is similarly decided by the government. So orange is neither green zone nor red zone. And as I told you, each zone is a district or a city or a municipal corporation. So that is how it is. Now what about the states? At the state level, there is a new concept. The state level, we have a new concept called a containment zone. Containment zone is at a colony or area level. This is not at a district level. Okay, who decides a containment zone? Central government doesn't decide a containment zone. Central government decides only red, orange and green districts or municipal corporations. State government inside the district, which colonies are containment zones, which colonies are not containment zones, each state government is going to decide. So what is this containment zone? containment zone is a specific colony or an area in which there are large number of cases. So it is contained. Contained means it is restricted for people outsiders to go into the containment zone, or for people inside the containment zone to come outside. So it is totally blocked. So it is very possible that a red zone like Bangalore will have a containment zone. It is possible that a district which is not a red zone like Bangalore, it is a green zone. Green zone may also have a containment zone. How? Because green zone means last 21 days there are no new cases. But before 21 days ago, they had some cases, right? And there could be a colony in which majority of those cases are there. So even in a green zone, there can be a containment zone. Similarly, in an orange zone also, there could be a containment zone. Got the logic? So containment zones are small colonies or areas, residential complexes, which are totally locked. No one can enter, no one can exit. That's a containment zone decided by the state government. Whereas red, orange and green zones are decided by the central government, and containment zones are existing in all the three. Hope this gives you a clarity about what are these zones and containment zones. Now the rules have been set for red zone separately, green zone separately, and containment zone separately, orange zone. So for each of them rules are separate. Now another logic is there. Suppose my city like Bangalore is a red zone. Can it ever be removed out of a red zone? Yes, but it takes a long time. How? So minimum from today Bangalore is a red zone. From today till the next 21 days, there should not be a single new coronavirus case in Bangalore. Then Bangalore will be moved from red zone to orange zone. Once it goes into orange zone, to become a green zone, again at orange zone it has to stay for 21 days without any new cases of coronavirus for the next 21 days. Once it got the orange zone status, then it can be classified as a green zone. Got the logic? So I hope that gives you a lot of clarity. Now in what zone which activities are allowed, for that in the comment section of this video I am going to add a PDF file which is given by the Ministry of Home Affairs of central government. You can read through that, in which zone what is allowed, in which zone what is not allowed. Because lot of business people are facing a dilemma. Suppose a business owner like a coaching center, tuition center is saying that, oh, I don't know whether I am allowed or not allowed. I don't know which zone I am in, and I don't know whether I can do my business. Similarly, a small trader or a chai wala, he doesn't know whether he is allowed or not allowed. Correct? Similarly, big businesses also, mid-sized businesses also, they are unable to understand allowed or not allowed. For this reason, I am in detail sharing the PDF file in the comment section. If you are unable to understand that PDF file, you can post in the comment section so that I can make a separate video to explain exactly in which zone what is allowed and which zone what is not allowed. Thank you so much. So I hope all of you are safe, and please stay at home. Do not go out until it is very necessary. Keep yourself safe. See, we at this point we just need to trust our government and leadership. The government has taken a decision that we should sit at home. There has to be some logic, right? Without logic, it's not just a political move, right? It's not about BJP versus Congress, correct? It's not about some political party's motivation to make us sit at home. Because when we sit at home, everyone faces a loss, not just us. So many people have lost jobs. We are also struggling. Everyone's incomes have gone down. Even government's revenue has gone down. So it's not easy for the government also to take such decisions. But still, if they have taken such decisions, there has to be a logic behind it. So respect that logic and please be safe. So see you guys. So see you in the next video. Bye bye.